We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday to everyone. Welcome again to another Jeopardy Friday with Mystic Sensation. Happy Friday to everyone in TV land and also to our silent viewers. Welcome and happy Friday to you all. And as usual, we really appreciate the continued support. And welcome to everyone who is in the chat. And happy Friday to each and every one. Trust everyone had a wonderful day today. And looking forward to a wonderful and restful weekend. Okay. So, the topic for tonight, as you can see, one sec, guys, let me just a little.
Yes,
One sec.
audience, as wifey going through the chat to do some housekeeping as usual. Once again, welcome to another happy Friday. Right? We're always glad to be here with you because, of course, you take your precious time to be with us, and we're more than grateful and really appreciate that. All right. So, of course, the topic that we are going to go through is the burden of proof, right? And of course, epic failure as it relates to Shandon case file. So, we'll be going through that, right? Wifey, you ready to go through your thing? All right.
Yeah, so the topic burden of proof, Klansman trial, and Shabdan case file, epic failure, as Baron said. And before I get into the chat, I just want to say something. I don't know if everyone saw that comment that was put under last week's live that we did to say that Baron must not talk about anything to do with the court because he must not talk about what he doesn't understand. I just want to put it out there that Baron has all authority to speak on that because he has a degree in criminal justice and he's also a former police officer, and also he is trained in Wicklander, which is interrogation and some other stuff. So it has all authority to speak on that. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. All right. So I am just going to welcome those who are in the chat. Tiffany say, hello, gentle people. Good night. Please remember to thumbs up the live as you join and share it out if you can. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for that reminder, Tiffany. Really appreciate it. And Truck Life is in the building saying blessings. And Truck Life is also saying Tiffany Nation, blessings.
All right.
And Sniper King is also here saying good night, everyone. Sniper King active. Welcome. And Sniper is saying, hey, Tiffany, darling. And Tiffany is saying, Truck Life, big up yourself. And Tiffany is saying, Sniper, honey. And David Grant said, but they are early tonight. Yes, you bring up the curtain tonight to even reach before me. Baron.
Yes.
The AC and the fireplace can't fire one time. May I sweat? Please turn off at the fireplace.
Oh my goodness. All right.
May I sweat?
Let me just make it comfortable on it.
And David is saying, look there, pure sweat. David is saying, hello, everybody. And Truck Life is saying, Sniper King, bless up. And Truck Life is saying, David Grant, bless up. And David is saying, blessings, blessings 6 months, Truck Life, Jamaica. And Truck Life is saying David Grant shake my head and laughing and giving a thumbs up. And Green Nation is in the building.
Bless
saying,
up Green Nation.
hello, host and co-host. I hope you both are doing well. Not my usual entrance because my service vehicle is down. You need to get it fixed. You need to get it fixed. We need the usual entrance. Want to load up the thing. And Teflon that is in the building, said Mystic Sensation. Happy Friday. How are you? We're good. Thanks, Teflon Dan. How are you doing? And happy Friday to you. Really appreciate each and everyone who's here tonight. And Green Nation is saying blessings to everyone in the chat. And Teflon is also blessing up everyone. And Overton, son of a king, is saying good night, everyone. Mystic blessings to the family.
Blessing, Brother Overton.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And Teflon is saying Overton blessings. And Charlie Pin is in the building. Welcome, Charlie. Happy
chicken
Friday.
Foot by Charlie Pin, leave me alone. Leave me my chicken foot alone. I want to have some tomorrow too, you know.
Said chicken foot. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna mean him shouting it out from the mountain top. And Overton is saying Teflon blessings, bro. And Overton is saying Green Nation, big up, bro. And David is saying Charlie Pin, leave the full foot.
Exactly.
Leave the full foot alone. And in a good tone of voice, to, you know, our tone of words. And Overton is saying Truck Life, big up, bro. And Green Nation is saying Overton blessings, fam. And Overton is saying David, bless up. And Charlie is saying David Grant, hi, and a whole lot of banger with it. Me can't interpret the rest of it. All right, so we have caught up with the chat, and David is blessing up Overton. So again, guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate the continued support, and we are looking forward to an interactive presentation tonight. Please feel free to make your contribution to the topic. And as usual, we have Faith Like Job. We're still waiting on the phone to ring. So it is still active. I need to put across the banner there. So we have the WhatsApp number streaming across the screen. So anyone wants to be vocal and give your input, it will be greatly welcome and appreciated. So we have Faith Like Job. So
all right,
we are still waiting. And Happy Team is in the building.
Bless yourself, Happy Team.
Happy Saturday to you guys. We have Seti, Charity, Seti. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday and mega love shout out to you guys. And David is saying, so such man their work, you know, so am my time for sure.
All right.
And Overton is saying Charlie bless up, and Seti is showing love, virtual love, and saying mega love shout out, and Charity is showing virtual love, and Charlie is saying hello to Overton, and Seti is showing more virtual love. Sorry, and Charity is also here showing more virtual love. So happy Friday to you guys over there in the Philippines. Really appreciate the continued support. So I'm going to let Baron go into his presentation. And remember to like up the live as you come in and share us out if you can. It will be greatly appreciated.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, all protocol observed. All right. And now, last week we spoke about us as Jamaican experienced such a bad week. And when we think that it couldn't get any worse, of course, you have someone that exceed the expectation. And although, that I am not going to speak too much of that, but I have to touch it a little before I go into my topic, which, is the burden of proof. And one of the reasons why I also want to touch that because we all, as Jamaican, as it relates to the double tree that was taken, that have to deal with the mother and her 4 children. Such a savage act. So, Mystic Sensation, condolences going out, right, to the rest of the family and so forth, right? Our heart goes out where that is concerned. All right, so as I said, I'm not going to dig in too much of that. I am going to get into, right, certain, issues as it relates to the Klansman trial, and where we have seen the judge, right, sort of dismiss some of the indictments, right, against, right, Brian, who is the leader, alleged leader for the Klansman gang, and some of his counterparts, or some of his criminal associates, right? And I've seen where a lot of people, right, sort of beating the judge and say that, the judge, collecting bribe to do this and all of that. Now, I do understand that people are frustrated as it relates to, the outcome of the case. But guys, I want to tell you, right, as it relates to Mystic Sensation and, someone who understands the process, right, is that the judge is not to be blamed, right? The judge is rightful, right, in his ruling. And I'm going to explain that. And that is one of the reasons why I said, okay, all right, I want to take people through the burden of proof so that people can understand why the judge make a ruling like that. And when I finished, right, even you yourself, putting yourself in the judge's shoes, is going to come with the same determination that the judge came with. One of the reasons why a lot of people, right, frustrated and saying a lot of things, I do understand, because people want to see justice done, right? Where you see, a lot of number 3 playing out, and you understand the prosecution is experiencing low conviction rate, right? And so then people are frustrated. So without any further ado, I am going to play a clip, and let me say kudos goes to Bag Things Media for you to hear that, and then I go through breaking down the burden of proof to you all and let you understand, right, where the judge is coming from, and of course where the responsibility is to be placed. So after I finish, go through the burden of proof, right, that consists of 5 tiers. So when I've gone through those 5 tiers, you are going to understand. Definitely, I like to make my audience understand, right, as it relates to that issue, so that you now can formulate a judgment yourself and understand that the judge did not make any error. As for me, the judge is a highly respected person. The judge to me, right, followed the letter of the law. The judge to me, right, is holding the system accountable, right? A judge like that, right, is a judge that will take us in the future as it relates to making the system accountable. So when I go through, you will understand why I am saying all of this. So first, I am going to play that clip. Let me say, kudos goes to Bag Media, since you are taking a clip to provide a background, Bag Things Media. So I want you to just sit back and listen in terms of even Bag Things Media concern, right? He didn't want it to go that way, but however, even when I explain it, even him will understand why the judge make that determination. So stand by for that clip.
Okay, I'm just going to welcome some persons who just join us. And Overton, thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it.
Big up to you, Overton.
Thank you so much. And Green is saying, so Baron, what's going on what you have for me for we tonight. It's been a while. Work have me a ways at night. Mystic, do you like Mas John presents?
Yes.
Mas John deliver Granny feel good.
All right.
And Luscious Journeys in the building, showing virtual hearts. Welcome, welcome. Luscious, happy Friday to you. Really appreciate the support. And then we have salutations going out there to Luscious, guys. I'm just going to go over skip over the salutations just in the interest of time. So, and we also have King Lion in the building saying good night to everyone.
Yes, yourself, King Lion.
Welcome, welcome, King Lion. Don't roar too hard, though.
All right.
Happy to have you here. Happy Friday to you. Make sure the pride behave themselves and not for roar too hard. And more salutations going out there for King Lion. And let's show some more salutations. And Jenny Gordon Educational Channel saying good night, right. Mr. and Mr. Mystic. Welcome, welcome, Dejani. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you. And more salutations going out. And thanks for that thumbs up, Dejani. Really appreciate it. More salutations there. And Tara G's Blogs and Dialogues is in the building saying blessings to everyone. Welcome, welcome, Tara. Happy Friday to you. How are you doing? Hope all is well. And more salutations going out there. And we have Yanel from Happy Team. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate you guys' support. And Daniel TV Comedy is in the building, coming in looking as usual. Welcome, welcome, Daniel. Happy Friday to you. And Luscious is saying thank you. You are very welcome, Luscious. And more salutations going out there for Daniel who just joined us. Okay. And Shirley saying, Baron, you should turn judge, but that judge is easier. Shirley, the easier.
No.
So let's
after me explain, Charlie, we understand.
All right, so I have caught up with the chat. So again, a large umbrella welcome to everyone, and happy Friday to you guys, and happy Saturday to Happy Team in the Philippines. Okay, so I am going to go into the clip. Just gonna share the screen. But hold on, just need to expand it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, we are getting the clip ready for you.
Yes. 1 second, guys.
All right.
Okay. Right, and then I'm going to do that, and then do that again. Okay. Nope. I have to play it first.
One of the things that going to shut the fire in Spanish town. We not see nothing yet, man. The amount of shot will go fire here now. Chief Justice Brian's side is to rule on Monday whether Andre Blackman Bryan, the alleged leader of the Klansman Wandan gang, and 23 of his co-accused will continue to stand trial in the ongoing gang trial in the Home Circuit Court. So right now, we're going to know what going on in a month. John no start by Monday. Him a plan for Lego everybody out of jail and send them on the road. Say, go on, make a Spanish song, go do one another. Saying one day I waste time for. No case submission have been made for 24 of the 28 remaining defendants who were initially charged on a 25th count.
I think an ad is coming.
I like ads.
Sorry, guys, I normally do that.
Being a part of a criminal organization. The majority of the defense lawyers have made submission in hopes of getting the entire case against their clients thrown out. However, in the case of Brian, his lead attorney, Lloyd McFarlane, has challenged only one of the 13 remaining counts against him. So let me aim to throw out the case and throw everybody out of jail. Make him money and go run up and down back in a Spanish town and creep half man of evil and kick up from post down there. Boom, but what we are going to do now? You don't think the people start dead yet? Look much people head bus off over a week. Georgia, man, even have state of emergency down there right now and try to control the place. Now, when you go think about black man them and mama them and city post them and the next top killer them come out. Oh, we are going to manage it. Mr. Society, I got to think twice before you do this. Please and thanks. You can't do this, man. Now do it, please. Looking at yourself, don't let go them. May I beg you. More people are dead. Enough more people are dead. Lord of God. The high-profile case commenced last September with 33 defendants, including one
Right,
female.
guys.
4 of
Gonna
the
end that clip there.
All right. So we are just going to end that clip. Just want to just give you some awareness as it relates to the concern that some of our social media personnel really have as it relates to, the judge ruling, right? But now I'm going to go through the process and let us all, because one of the things, and let me say this, I really don't blame persons to, getting serious concern about this as it relates to, of course, these persons beating the case, right? And so forth, right? But you're going to understand when I finish, go through the process. Now, last week, Friday, I reflected on the importance of the burden of proof on indictable offenses, right? Serious felony offenses such as, and I'm going to say murder just once. For persons who are new, when we speak of murder, we are going to talk about number 3 going forward. So we'll be not using that word as it relates to the continuance of this dialogue, right? So when we say murder, we mean number 3. So number 3, I will be speaking on that going forward, right? Now, so for my audience, let me begin rhetorically by asking, what is the burden of proof based on the law? So let me explain what is the burden of proof, and I'm going to break down everything for you so that you understand how the judge made his determination. The burden of proof, it is the responsibility of an individual or party to prove an assertion, accusation, or claim, right, that they have made against the defendant. By saying this, and by the law, the burden of proof now rests with the prosecution to prove its case against the defendant. So let me repeat that. The burden of proof, particularly in the Klansman trial, rests with the prosecution to prove its case, right? Now, tonight I choose this topic because of the ruling that Judge Brian Sykes made in the Klansman trial. And I do agree with the well-learned judge on his decision to dismiss some of the indictments pursued by the prosecution as they failed to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. There's a lot of grumbling on social media and accusation without substance that the judge is corrupt because of his ruling. Well, Mystic Sensation begs to differ because we found the judge to be correct, concise, and precise where the established laws are concerned. Please allow me to take you through the burden of proof so that you all can understand clearly that the judge was correct in his ruling. So now let me take you now through the burden of proof. Under the burden of proof, because I told you what the burden of proof meant. Under the burden of proof, you have 5 tiers. 5 tiers under the burden of proof. And I want you to listen to me keenly, right? Now, the first tiers under the burden of proof is what we call reasonable suspicion, right? So reasonable suspicion is the legal standard of proof for arrest and warrants. This means like if the police have any reasonable suspicion, right, the police can arrest you based on reasonable suspicion. Simple mean, if the police, and let me give you an example, and I want to take people through each steps that I'm going through. The lowest burden of proof, right? The lowest tier under the burden of proof is reasonable suspicion. This have nothing to do with trial. This has to do with arrest and warrants, where the police can arrest you based on reasonable suspicion, right? So then if said the police heard a loud sound like a gunshot fire, and when him look, right, him see someone run away from the scene, and then somebody identified you, say, well, all right, you are the person who fired that weapon, although the police did not see the gun, right? Based on that information that someone saw you and that reasonable suspicion, the police, right, can have you arrested, right? Now, let me just go a little further on the next tier as it relates to the reasonable suspicion. So I explained the reasonable suspicion. The next tier is probable cause, right? This is also has to deal with also arrests, warrants, and the police pressing charge, right? Making a search, pressing charge, or certain warrants allow the police to detain people, but not handcuff and search them without probable cause. So then the police couldn't just enter someone's house without not having probable cause, as it relates to might be a warrant issued by the judge, right? So then if a police just enter your home without, right, not having a warrant to do so, right, this can be problematic for the police. The police has to have probable cause to enter into your home. All right, so that is what I am explaining under the probable cause. Now let us step into the trial process. Remember, I told you that there are 5 tiers. Now, those 2 tiers that I spoke about, reasonable suspicion and probable cause, they have nothing to do with trial. It's all about warrants, search, arrest, and the police charging you, right, under the burden of proof, right? Now we are going to step into the trial process. Now, one of the first evidence under the burden of proof that we are going to have, where the complainant, right, making that sort of information against a defendant, what that complainant need to have, right? Now, when it comes to preponderance of the evidence using what we call civil litigation, like lawsuit situations, right? You have a lawsuit situation and the judge now is listening to both parties that, you know, have this issue. Now the person who's sound to the judge more reasonable, right? Or certain inferences can say, okay, all right, the person has that rational reasoning. The judge, more than likely, under the preponderance of evidence, will rule in that person's favor. And let me say this, if any lawyer in the chat and lawyer who want to participate, feel free to do so. So the preponderance of the evidence, right, used mainly in litigation trials, right, lawsuit business, using the preponderance of evidence, right? Now we are going to move into more serious offense, because me not catch black man trial yet, me not catch Klansman trial yet, and what burden of proof need to use in Klansman trial. So the next step, right, is what we call clear and convincing evidence. Now, this we normally use like within RM court, right? Offenses that serious but not that serious, right? So then the RM court, you understand, will try this. I think the jurisdiction in terms of sentencing people in the RM court, right, is about three months to maximum 3 years. So the RM court jurisdiction don't go beyond that, right? Now, for the circuit court, now this is where Klansman trial comes in, and this is why I want to explain why the judge was not wrong. Now, the next tier that we are going to go to, it is what we call the highest tiers under the burden of proof. One of the reasons why when they talk about indictable offense, such as number 3, such as rape and serious indictable offenses, you have to use, by law, the next tier, which is beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the highest tier under the burden of proof. Beyond a reasonable doubt, what it is saying, that the prosecution presenting his case to the judge to satisfy the judge or the jury, the prosecution cannot have any doubt under this threshold, beyond a reasonable doubt. It is asking the prosecution to eliminate all doubt.
All possible doubts.
All possible doubt must be eliminated before the judge can find the defendant guilty. Now, the thing is, the burden of proof is on the prosecution to prove its case against the Klansman trial. So then, what required in that court for the prosecution to win that case against Klansman, or any case that have to deal with number 3, right? They have to beat the threshold of beyond a reasonable doubt. Let me tell you why. The reason why beyond a reasonable doubt, as it relates to the indictment that they are charged on, the number 3 indictment that they are charged on. Just imagine, and let me say this to you people, just imagine someone charged on an indictment number 3, because you understand what I mean when I said number 3. And the crown, right, the judge or the state find him guilty and commit this man's life, because on the indictable offense, you have instances on, depending on the indictment, that person's life can commit to the state for the state to take that life. Simple means whether it's through by electrocution, right? Or in some countries that practice hanging, so the person's life can be committed, right? So then, what if there's a situation, and where we have that situation, that the person found guilty, but later on it is proven, right, that the person was not guilty? My question, how does the state correct an error like that? the state cannot correct an error like that if someone found guilty mistakenly. And so then what this beyond a reasonable doubt does is to say to the prosecutor, in order to avoid any doubt of sending someone or commit someone's life, well-learned judge and the law itself has to use beyond a reasonable doubt. Simple means that all doubt has to be eliminated by the prosecution, and the prosecution has to satisfy the judge.
They has to present an airtight case.
So the prosecution has to present an airtight case when it comes to an indictment consists of number 3, right? So if the indictment, right, is number 3, you must use beyond a reasonable doubt. So let us go into the Klansman trial now. And you tell me if the judge is wrong. Now, in the Klansman trial, right, let me show you, right, as it relates to the serious errors. Now, one of the person, right, who the crown witness claim was killed and was ordered by Brian, the police officer who dealt with the crime scene did not record the crime scene. The police claim that he photographed the crime scene. But in trial, the photographs were nowhere to be found. The photographs that the policeman claimed that he had, but somehow, right, lose them magically, it seems, did not have that, right? No postmortem. People, let me tell you, no postmortem carried out on the so-called deceased, where the postmortem is going to show the trajectory of the bullet in terms of entry and exit. None of that, right, was there. No postmortem. Remember, you know, someone died. No postmortem done. No photograph of the scene. Like, seriously. In 2022, right? And guess what? The prosecution, right, and the investigators should have looked on the case and assessed their weaknesses. And knowing to the fact what I explained to you tonight, that the burden of proof that the prosecution is going to have to make for the judge to convince is to eliminate all possible doubt. So by that one scenario that I just showed to you people, you being the judge and has to utilize beyond a reasonable doubt, and the the prosecution is presenting a case where there is no photo of the crime scene, right? No post-mortem done. Now, for me, that case would have to kicked out, right? So then, what the judge must do, the judge must take someone's credibility because the person said, okay, black man ordered the killing of X, and without no evidence, the judge must accept that, okay, this person is telling the truth without evidence. People tell me, you be the well-learned judge and have to deal with a situation like that, right? Tell me, how are you going to come with a verdict of guilty? You cannot. Under no circumstances you can come with a verdict of guilty where it is required as it relates to the indictment that the prosecution have to make sure that they meet the burden of proof. What the law says. The law says any doubt created, who should get the benefit of the doubt? The defendant must get the benefit of the doubt. So then, you cannot have such a gross misuse of the evidence. Now, simple common sense, even if you're watching movie, and when you watch movie and a crime scene committed, one of the first thing, like particularly number 3, one of the first thing what the police, right, who reach on the scene is going to do, you're going to see the yellow caution tape, right? Carded the area off to protect and preserve the evidence, protect the evidence within the crime scene. The next step that the police is going to do is to photograph all these evidence and maybe give particular number so that not to, mismatch any evidence, right? To organize that crime scene. The police is going to collect, right, witness statement of persons who may have visualized whatever happened, right? And the police should now store them documentarily and electronically. So when you think now of the Klansman trial, and you realize that a crime scene, the photograph missing, right? No post-mortem, right? Then who are you going to blame for the entire collapse of that case? You cannot blame the judge.
Total fiasco.
It is a total fiasco. You cannot blame the judge. The judge is following the letter of the law, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, and say to the prosecution, from once you organize your case, remember the threshold that you have to meet is beyond a reasonable doubt. And so the prosecution need to know that his case need to be well prepared, right? So when you look at the Klansman trial, and when you look in Jamaica, and you see that the prosecution has such a low conviction rate, don't blame the judge. You cannot blame the judge. 2 persons need to be blamed, right? Or 2 sections of the criminal justice need to be blamed. Investigation, you understand? And the prosecution preparation. Because if the investigators, right, have not done what they're supposed to do in terms of collecting the evidence, right? Preparing and preserving the evidence,
And presenting the
right? And presenting the evidence upon which they choose, right? And whatever indictment, if it is an indictable offense, right? Upon that indictment, if you are going to say, okay, all right, it's an indictment of number 3. So then if you know that it is an indictment of number 3, remember I have gone through this, right? And so then what cannot be used, you can't use clear and convincing evidence on that threshold. Can't use it. You can't use preponderance of the evidence that work in a civil litigation, right? What you need to use under those indictments, particularly where number 3 is concerned, is beyond a reasonable doubt. And so then if the prosecution, right, present its case and cannot satisfy the judge nor the jury, then of course, by law, the benefit of the doubt shall be given to the defendant. The law is clear like ABC, like 1, 2, 3 that I explained. Under the burden of proof that I explain as it relates to arrest warrants and the 2, burden of proof, right, as it relates to reasonable suspicion, right, probable cause, and when we go into preponderance of evidence that's used in civil matters, right, and our in court issue, right, clear and convincing evidence. But when you touch circuit court matters, you are going to have to lift the bar. And any person who wants to research this, you will realize that whether Google or any search engine that you are going to use, it is going to tell you that beyond a reasonable doubt is the highest tier under the burden of proof. So, my fellow social media personnel, we understand how we might feel because, of course, we want to see justice done and we would like to have justice done. But do we need justice to be done, you understand, inappropriately or breaking the laws to have justice done? Judge Brian Sykes is high integrity person. Judge Brian Sykes is holding the criminal justice system accountable for performance and for police not to stay in the dinosaurs age. In the advent of technology, police training must advance itself to meet the time. You cannot be acting conventional, right? A case like this, as it relates to the indictment number 3 and the indictment, and you are going to take this to trial. If I was the lead prosecutor, I would have looked on the indictment, look on the evidence that we have, and say, no, we cannot take this to trial because this and this. We don't have this, we don't have that. Right? You can't go to the trial not having those evidence. Right? To even prove that someone indeed was killed. No, this is funny. You understand? Trust me. You hear it, I can't even believe it myself. Right? You want the judge to believe that someone was killed. And you have no evidence. You have no evidence of the crime scene. So then the judge must sit and believe and say, okay, all right, I believe you are detective inspector, that you're telling the truth. You don't have to bring any evidence here, right? You're a credible man. And so then we are going to take your word for it, right? The law did not say that. Where you have any doubt, the law that fully established says categorically the benefit of the doubt goes to the defendant. So when Judge Brian Sykes throw these cases, what are the faults that you are going to blame him? What blame Judge Brian Sykes should have? Absolutely none. All blame goes to the prosecution and the investigators who have done a sloppy job. Right? Who have done a sloppy job. We know that, okay, all right, yeah, the police have reasonable cause to arrest Brian, right? And charge based on probable cause and reasonable suspicion. They have that. But the question, can they prove the case against him? Now, let me jump off of that. And we go into, right, Shandon file case. And before we touch Shandon file case, I'm going to allow Wifey to read out the chat, and then we come back and touch Shandon file case. Go ahead, Wifey.
Okay. All right. So let's go back up, and as usual, guys, I'm just going to skip over the salutations just in the interest of time. All right. So, okay, we did welcome Tara.
Yeah.
We did Green. Credit to you guys. And Irma from Happy Team is here. Welcome, welcome, Irma. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday to you. And Tara is saying, Mighty God, hear ya. And that was from the clip that was played from Bag of Things Media. And Green is saying, so after everything, them really planning to let them out, Jaja. I tell you, but the law is the law. And you know, it's still here. And Tara is saying there's going to be bloodshed after bloodshed. Yes.
Yeah.
And Charlie is saying, when see that skin color alone tell you the abomination walking on two legs and also tell you he's an idiot. Charlie. And Baby Cake saying, hello guys, happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, Baby Cake.
All right.
Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate your continued support. And Baby Cakes is saying, is sending salutations to everyone. And I'm wondering if everybody knows who Baby Cakes is by now.
Empress.
Oh, you're good, sir.
All right.
Okay, so Baby Cakes, aka Empress. And Mr. Gilmore is also here. Good night, Mr. Gilmore.
Blessing, Mr. Gilmore.
Saying blessings. So she's saying Baby Cakes is here listening. Some more salutations going out to Mr. Gilmore. And Miss Monica is here. Walking Purpose, Monica Mel saying hello.
Blessings, Sister Monica.
Here. Blessings to you, Baron and Han. Blessings and Anne. Blessings to you, Miss Monica. Really appreciate you being here. Happy Friday to you. And Tara is saying Russian roulette, these people playing with people's lives. Well, you can look at it that way, but the prosecution did not do their job. So
exactly.
What is left for the judge to do? The judge has to do his job too. And at the end of the day, he has his institution that governs him that he's going to have to answer to, because the law is the law. You have to abide by it no matter what. Miss Monica is saying it's late, but I have to show my face. Really appreciate that, Miss Monica. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And to everyone who's still here, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. And Grace and Peace is saying blessings, everyone. Welcome, Grace and Peace. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, remember, guys, to thumbs up the live as you come in. And if you have a platform and can share us out, please feel free to do so. It will be greatly appreciated. And if there's anyone in the chat that you are not friends with, please feel free to make friends as we go along. And Tara is saying, if the judge do that, it is tantamount to him putting a yoke around his neck.
Exactly. Right? Because again, the judge don't want to be impeached either.
So that's what
Right.
I was saying, because he has a governing body that he has to answer to, and they're going to be looking over.
Yes, Tara, 100% agree. The judge just cannot do that, because if the judge step out of the boundaries of the laws,
he's
right,
in trouble.
He can be impeached. Right? No two way about that. Right? So the judge has to follow the letter of the law as it relates to, right, beyond a reasonable doubt. Right? And where doubt like that, a doubt like that created right then and there, right, automatically the law stated that the benefit of the doubt is going to go to the defendant. Right? So there you have it. 100% agree with you, Tara.
Okay, and Teacher P saying good night, Mystic, and everyone
Bless
in the
up
chat.
yourself, Teacher
Good
P.
night, Teacher P. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to DJ as well. Okay, and Rosalie from Happy Team is also here saying mega love shout out. Happy Saturday to you, Rosalie. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. And just side talks there that we were having. Okay. Just seeing if making sure I didn't miss anybody. Some more salutations going on there, and the chat just left.
All right.
Leaped.
Okay.
All right, almost there. So we have Jaslee, Arlene, Millar, Happy Feel, Tabachin, Nelly J, and moderator Kathleen Arlene from Happy Team. Welcome, 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 guys. Happy Saturday to you. Really appreciate the support. Mega love shout out, and thank you guys for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it, and thanks for the usual support. Really appreciate it. There's also Desiree from Lifers. So is there Manilyn also from Lifers too? Nelly J, Annalyn, Manilyn. Such man looking. Welcome, such man. Welcome, such man. Happy Friday to you. And such man is looking. I wonder who such man is. I think I know. Everybody coming with camouflage tonight. And Romeo Jr. is also here from Lifers 1. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday to you guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. And Tasha G saying blessings, Mystic. Happy Friday to you, Tasha G. Welcome, welcome. And Tara is saying thanks for this topic, Mystic. You dropped some gems.
All right.
So, and Judith from Happy Team is also here, and I said Romeo is here as well. And Tasha G saying much love to the chat. Melanie is also here from Happy Team. Seti is still here. Thank you so much for still being here, Seti and Yanel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. We also have Canlas. Okay. All right. And Teacher P said I shared before I entered the live, Mystic. Thank you so much for that share, Teacher P. Really appreciate it. And Marian from Culver's team is also here. Thank you. Thank you. Saying happy gang gang. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Happy Friday and to you, or happy Saturday to you. And Carl May is also here. Thank you so much. Welcome. Happy Saturday to you guys. Oops, leave again.
Yeah.
Almost there. Okay, so more salutations coming from a happy team. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate the continued support. I went over there already. And Teacher P saying thank you, Mystic. You're welcome, Teacher P, and thanks again. And Charlie Spinney saying, Byron, police keep that evidence or destroy it, and that judge is corrupted as they come. Plus, when the hell prosecutor convincing the judge and not the jury, the judge is the one who should be convinced. The prosecutor convincing the judge and not the jury. The jury is the one who should be convinced.
All right, hold on. Let me answer Charlie Pin there, because what Charlie Pin wrote that run towards a particular concern. And I'm going to take a parallel line with Charlie Pin, even though there are some cases that, of course, the judge alone can try that. But one of my concern, though, right, and they may have their reasons, so let me say that, right? Now, that when you have serious cases like those, right, should have been involved jurors, right?
But there are no jurors in this case.
And
it's the judge that's presiding.
Exactly.
There are no
so
jurors
again, in this case, depending on the settings, right, that okay, the judge is presiding over this case, right? And so they're not necessarily, let me say that you're going to have jury in all cases.
And can I say something?
Yes.
I think maybe because of how sensitive this case is and possible repercussions that can happen, because we know
Yes.
the settings in Jamaica. I think that's why the judge alone is presiding and not to use jurors, because it's not like you can hide the jurors behind a wall so that they don't see who the jurors are. Because at that point now they are going to be tried by their peers.
Yes.
And depending on the juror's decision, then it can be, detrimental to them, the jurors, and their families, because nothing in Jamaica can hide.
You have a very good point, right, as it relates to that. But in terms of that, it is well established that, okay, the judge preside over that particular case, right? And that was what, in terms of my concern, though, right? And there goes Charlie Payne have somewhat similar concern as it relates to, why jurors never really involved with this. But anyway, it is what it is, and as it relates to, how the law established, right, and what, right, being established in the trial, right, I have to take the judge's side, right, and agree with the judge,
Yes,
right, to dismiss the indictment that he dismissed, because when you looked at it, right, you can't convince the judge to say, okay, all right, somebody ordered it on someone and that person died, and you don't have any photograph, you don't have nothing record of the crime scene, right? I mean, what kind of decision that the judge would make?
Of hearsay.
You understand? The judge can't say, okay, all right, I believe Detective Inspector is a credible man, and just use his credibility. I'm going to use your credibility, and I'm going to find these men guilty. No, the judge cannot do that. You understand? That is a dire impeachment for the judge. You understand? So the judge don't want to find himself into that. And I think that Judge Brian Sykes is a highly reputable person in terms of following, right, every letter of the law, right? I mean, clearly, right, there is several doubt, not even a little doubt, but the law says if you have a little doubt, a slightest doubt, the law says if you have the slightest doubt, give it to the defendant. In the Klansman trial, you didn't have a slight doubt. You have one big old dirty Jama Roach doubt. You understand that the case should have kicked out long time. You understand? Because that sort of job done by the investigation team and the prosecution team presenting that case is really sloppy, right? So that is my take on it.
Okay, all right. So Charlie Prince and Irma from Happy Team is also here. Thank you so much. And Perf from Lifers One. And Miss Monica is saying them boy then soon get what coming to them, because leopard can change them spot most times.
Yeah, Miss Monica.
And as soon as them go to them find themselves back in a trouble.
Exactly, because you see, and let me tell you something. What people don't understand that the judge has to make that decision. Sometimes it's troubling to the judge. It is not like the judge is saying that these men are not guilty.
He knows they are.
Right? The judge may fully well know that they are guilty. But what the judge is simply saying, that there is not much evidence, right? Based on the law, right? Based on the established law, right? To convict these men. Because if the judge convict these men, they are going to appeal, you understand? And it is going to throw out. So either, and then now the judge, you understand, will have to face the level of embarrassment. There are some form of, you understand, consequence that may come.
Yeah.
You understand if it clearly showed that the judge is biased, right? And the judge don't want to fall into that category, right? So the judge has to stand up, you understand, and do what needs to be done in terms of, you understand, execute the law the appropriate way. Right, it is clear, that's why I break down, you understand, the burden of proof for you guys as it relates to, you understand, the least to the highest, right, and which beyond a reasonable doubt is the highest when you are talking about indictment involving number 3, right? Those are serious felony indictment. Those are indictments that you can commit a person's life to the state. And just imagine that something went wrong and the state, you understand, take this man's life, and then they later find out that this man was innocent, right? How does the state correct that? And this is one of the reasons why, under the threshold of the burden of proof, you understand, such an indictment, you understand, you have to meet that threshold as it relates to beyond a reasonable doubt, right? Okay.
All right, so more Happy Team members are here. Lorena, welcome. Sabti, Sophia is here. Christine, mega love shout out. Anne, Myrna, welcome. Lashia, well, same Anne, welcome. Happy Saturday to you guys. Really appreciate it. And Secrets Del Horizon is in the building saying hello everyone in the chat. Hello Secrets, welcome. I think I should be saying happy Saturday, but I'm not sure, so I'm gonna say both happy Saturday or Friday to you. Welcome, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate the support. And saying Teacher P, hi sister, God's blessing. And Winston Broughton is also here saying good night, everyone.
Bless up yourself, mate.
He's on the job currently. Thank you so much for joining, Broughton. Really appreciate you being here. Happy Friday to you. And Secrets is saying credibility must be based on evidence.
All right, Secret. Thank you for that. And that is what we are saying.
Endorsing that.
That the judge has to make the determination on the evidence presented. You can't bring in a court, right, and ask the judge, you understand, to trust your credibility.
But
you understand?
But it's not even in the courthouse, because even in everyday life, at work or whatever situations come up, you can't trust even if you go to your supervisor or your manager, and if you have to have evidence, you have to have something showing a trail and say this is what has been happening. You can't just go with your mouth and say such and expect that the manager is going to make a ruling or make a decision based on just what you said. You have to be able to back up what you're saying with evidence.
Because when you are accusing someone, particularly when it comes to indictable offenses, you have to make sure, right, that you being the prosecutor, make sure that you're well prepared to meet that threshold, that you have to prove your case, you understand, beyond a reasonable doubt. You have to make make sure that the judge is satisfied. You understand? That there is no element of doubt. You understand? That is the threshold as it relates to serious indictable offense, particularly where number 3 is concerned. Right? So then when you have doubt, the judge, right, is going to give the benefit of the doubt to the defendant. Standard universal law, not only in Jamaica, my friend, not only in Jamaica. So then, for people who blaming the judge, I don't see the reason why the judge being blamed. And I will understand why the people, blaming the judge, because, you know, basically you really don't understand, right, as it relates to, you know, what it requires for the judge to make the determination. And that is one of the reasons why I decided to come with the burden of proof and to have it explained to you. So that means when you are looking at it now, and now that you've been aware, you will understand why the judge has to come with that, you know, throwing out those indictment. Yeah, go ahead.
David was saying there's a strange sound coming at no one against it. I think the mic is feeding off.
No. I forgot what is it whenever the circuit drop. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can't get rid of that.
Okay. All right. And Claire from Happy Team is also in the building. Welcome, saying mega love. Shout out host and co-host. Mega love shout out to you, Claire. Thank you so much for joining. And more salutations going on there. So Secrets is saying the judge must also take presumption of innocence for the accused person in consideration.
Very well, Secret. It just seems like Secret is you know, some law technician himself, right? And I love that you have someone, you understand, who is, you know, agreeing with what I am saying here and understanding, right, what I am saying here. And you are so right, Secret, that the judge must also take presumption of innocence for the accused person in consideration. Well done, Secret. All right, move on.
Okay. So we have more happy team members and positive team. So we have moderator Kathleen, Renelyn, Angeline, Germaline. Let's see who else is new there. And Acebedo from Team Happy. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you guys being here. Happy Friday to you. I think I said Sophia already. There's Charity and Abid. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate you guys coming. All right, so I think I am caught up with the chat.
So, all right, let us move in the Shandon case file and some, let me say this, rumors that I am getting as well as it relates to, you know, from the police saying, right, certain case file is incomplete. Now, and let me say this right before I even start as it relates to Shandon case file. I have no information pertaining to the Shandon case. I am just, you know, based on what is out there, right, as it relates to that he was pointed out on an ID parade, right, and so forth. And all of the preparation that the police is preparing, right, for the case, right, and, you know, putting their indictment together, which again, remember this case, remember people that this case have some similarities like the Klansman. And let me tell you the similarities. One, very same indictment as it relates to number 3. So then, since I've explained what needs to the prosecution to find Shandon guilty, it is going to be the same threshold, right, of evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. So let me just go in a little part of the thing for you. I'm not going to go in depth, right? Because I don't want to be insightful to some people who I don't need to be insightful to. All right, don't want to do that. So then just let me just do a surface touch. Now, so far the Shandon case, people are, some sort of glad to the fact that he was pointed out, right? Pointed out is one process, right, as it relates to how the case is going to proceed. But you have to remember that doesn't mean, right, that he's guilty, right, of the charges, right? So let me say that clearly, right, because it will have to be tried, and the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt is going to be there. So let me just give some little bite around the bird of that. Now, if the person who pointed out Shandon, let me say this, could be a rival member, right, of the gang, right, and so then have rift with Shandon, right, that really and truly is not going that well for the prosecution already from day one. Because if Shandon lawyer is skillful, which I would presume, right, is going to say, well, all right, basically that is nothing. He has rift, right? He's a rival gang member, right? So I mean, how credible that is. So you see the credibility is sort of toned down there. The reason why I'm pointing out that, remember in the Klansman trial, what they use is a member of the gang. And he was saying all of that these, number 3 committed, right? And you see how that played out as it relates to that. Now, I don't know if the person who pointed out Shandon is a rival member, right? As I said, I have no information really pertaining to that. But I am just, giving a scenario there that if that is the case, then trust me, the prosecution case start to have a hole in that. As I said, I am not going to touch in depth to the fact that that is a case that, definitely, you understand, in its early stage, right? And I don't want to speak too much on that. So tonight, again, I will say it's a pleasure, right, to speak with, my audience that always support me, and I really happy for that, for persons who stick around for the Mystic Sensation, right, and lend their support to us on every Friday. Really appreciate that. So I will turn over this segment to my wife's segment for the gamers who are long in waiting, right? So, wifey, you're on.
Okay. All right, thank you so much again for another very informative presentation. And I just want to add to that, because of what has happened with the Klansman trial now, the bar is even set higher, I think, for the Shandon case, because now everybody will be more curious and looking on to see what will happen with this case. So all the investigators and the prosecutors need to pull up them socks, and them need to get them things together and do what they need to do, because the Klansman trial was really handled very sloppy in terms of the presentation of the evidence and all of what they were supposed to be doing. They did not cross all their T's or dot all their I's properly. Some of them never dot, not all. So happy gang and our team is still here. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Really appreciate it. There's a lot of you guys, so really appreciate each and every one who have come to show their support. Happy Saturday again to each and every one. Just trying to get through. So as guys, as you know, I am skipping through the salutations in the interest of time. So Charlie Pin said the whole justice system is from the get-go. No.
Charlie vex, you know.
Anybody would have
I ain't about the vex, you know, we understand.
vex, but still can't blame the judge.
You still can't blame the
his
judge.
job. It's what
Yeah.
if garbage is presented in front time, then he have to make a ruling based on the garbage, and he have to make the right ruling because, you know.
Well, the judge is like a computer, you know, garbage in and garbage out. Basically.
Because some of the police officers there and such who go present them no case should not even have taken the stand. And Happy is saying Happy is here. Welcome.
Right.
Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining. And Happy Team is still here. Thank you so much, guys. Just trying to find contributions to the topic so I don't miss anyone.
Okay.
All right, some more Happy Team members. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you being here. Okay. Okay. All right, I thought it jumped, so I thought I missed something there. Just bear with me, guys. And Chuck Life is saying, well said, Mr. Barron. I learned a lot from you tonight.
Thank you, Chuck Life.
And salutation going out there. Chuck Life says, I'm cleaning, so I might not be very active, but I'm listening. Thank you so much, Chuck Life. Really appreciate the continued support. Really appreciate you. And Secrets is saying the judicial transcript of police is taken as example, but the accused is innocent until proven guilty.
So true.
Yes. Yes. You are innocent until you have been found guilty.
Exactly.
And such man is saying 6 bars struck life. Who is such man?
Teacher P. Okay.
And Teacher P saying, okay, Chuck Life, thanks for still being here. Thank you so much, Teacher P. And Charlie saying Klansman them is understand.
Well,
oh my goodness. And Teacher P saying, is such man Ricardo? Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Such man is Ricardo. And what's her name? Empress is something another cakes, baby cakes.
Baby cakes.
So everybody come under new clothes tonight. And Truck Life is saying Ricardo. So more salutation going out there. And such man is looking. And then in class about David. Because David asked me if he's not supposed to do work.
All right.
All right, so we have caught up with the chat. So Teacher P said, Lord, okay. And yes, they're here, Teacher P. Not sure. No, the two of them at it. David said, avoid me, Ricky. Okay, and Teacher P is asking Truck Life how he's been. Okay, guys, so I am going to bring up the Jeopardy table or template. Okay. Number 8. All right, so let me share the screen. All right, so tonight we have our 5 categories as usual. There's science, religious knowledge, mathematics, general knowledge, and Jamaican riddles. So those are the categories that we have, and you know the rules, guys. For the start, everybody can just throw out like a category and the amount that they want it for. And first one I see is the one we're going with. And the first person to answer the question correctly will choose the next category. And as usual, since last week, we have double your points and 2 double point for that answer. And then you have a double all your points overall. All right, so Charlie is saying, how do you know that judge have friends gang? Everybody is a suspect, guilty until proven. Charlie.
Charlie, I convert the thing, man. Charlie, give yourself.
That easy. Chuck, like we said, I've been good teacher P, been really busy. Okay, so that's teacher P and Chuck Life conversing there. Daniel said Empress love math. So the first person to choose a category is Empress Baby Cakes.
All right.
And she is choosing math for 500. All right, so let's see, math for 500. And remember, guys, when you're answering, if it's a place or thing, it's what is, and then the answer. And then if it's a person, it's who is, and then the answer. So first question is, Ashley's mother bought some bottles of juice for her family. The juice was on sale for 3 bottles for $4.50. This is how much Ashley's mother spent for 8 bottles of juice. This is how much Ashley's mother paid for 8 bottles of juice. Okay. And I see the answer that I am looking for. All right. So let's see. So the answer is what is $12? And it's always work out. You divide $4.50 by 3 to get the cost of one bottle, which is $1.50. And then you multiply each by 8. So it's $12. All right. So person with the correct response is Truck Life.
All right. What you mean?
Truck Life.
Truck Life.
Then David. And Truck Life, him know same correct, him jump already in a math for 400, please.
All right.
All right, Truck Life, when man confident.
Yes.
All right. So multiply 64.52 by 2.13. Neck a kill me.
Maybe we asleep on it.
Just when Jaden sleeping in the bed when I'm sick. I do an ECG to the kind of chest that kill me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So shed by Brother Secret. Hold on. Okay, so Secret is saying good night, everybody, and by Sister Pete. Good night, Secrets. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate.
Thank you, Secret,
your
for that
contribution.
participation. Well done. Really appreciate that.
All right, so I see the answer that I am looking for. So let me just refresh and see who first came in with the correct response. All right, so let me just, so the answer is 1.37.4276, or yeah, you don't have to have the 76, but so first on the board with the correct answer is David. Chocolate said no 6 bars around here.
Exactly.
Then baby cakes. Baby cakes. All right, so that's the correct answer there. All right, so let's open up the board so persons can choose. And David is choosing math for 300. Me say, Charlie.
But Charlie, are going with it now.
David said, my math's gone. Truck life is said, no, 6 bars around here. And David is said, 6 bars, I thought you were busy. Charlie Payne said, oh my God.
But Charlie is easy.
Maybe Empress said, truck life liquid 5 bills already.
Yeah, man. Truck life did that.
Truck says, I've been cleaning before the live started and taking a break now. I mean, truck life. You need for rest in between.
Yes.
And Empress is said, Charlie, Peanut laughing. And Daniel is saying, Charlie, Peanut laughing. And David is saying, maths for 300. All right. So, James has a piece of rope that is 2.8 meters long. He cuts the rope into 7 equal pieces. Give the length of each piece. Give the length of each piece. Oops. Okay, so Chef Andre is in the building saying good vibes. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome, Chef. Happy Friday to you.
Big up
We
yourself, Chef.
appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. All right, and I see the answer that I am looking for. All right, so see, easy maths. 2.8 divided by 7 equals 0.4, so 0.4 meters. So what is 0.4? Let me make sure everybody follows the rule before anybody comes shout at me in any tone of words. All right, so first the correct response is David.
That's for 300, right? That's for 300.
And that's for 300. So David choose the next.
Okay, so the score as it is, David on 700 points, Truck Life on 500 points. All right, David, your time to choose.
Okay, and also Truck Life came in with the correct response, and also Empress. Empress said, what happened to me, Jesus?
How did David get the first answer?
Yes, more than one didn't get. So David is saying math for 200, and Charlie is saying no, but people serious. What the hell is? It's grade, which grade was decided to be from? Grade 5 and grade 6 math combined, Charlie. All right, so math for 200, he says, there are 294 students waiting to buy lunch from that place, and there are 3 lines. Could each line have an equal number of students? So you're going to answer whether yes or no, and then you're going to say how much will be in each row or each line. All right, let me see. All right. He redeem himself. He redeem himself. Because me, I look me and say. All right. All right, so I see the answer that I am looking for, so I can go ahead and reveal the answer. And it says, what is yes? It's 3 rows of 98 students. Great. So 98 will be in each row. All right, so first with the correct response is David, then truck life. Oops, I didn't. All right, there we go.
So there you have it. David on 900 points, Truck Life on 500 points.
All right. So yes, okay. Charlie said grade 5 and 6 math this week. So me done.
Bomba.
Then we
What Charlie gonna easy?
and chocolate they will really come out tonight. David going hard
Not
tonight.
Yes, Truck
And
Life.
teacher, please show it virtual heart. And Charlie said, Jaja, help me. And David said, me have to enjoy Ricardo not being here, lol.
All right.
And David said math for 100. All right. 48 inches equal this many feet. 48 inches equal this many feet. All right. Chuck Life is saying David lol. And Daniel said,
David,
jump.
don't call me.
Daniel said, Uno, I done math first. Charlie said that David lol. Such man said, David, don't call me.
What? Such man did it?
Ricky. And Chuck Life is saying, such man and laughing. All right. Okay. I see the answer. So it's what is 4 feet. If you only have 4, that's fine. And it's 12 inches equal 1 foot. So 48 divided by 12 equal 4, for those who didn't know how to work that out. So let's see who first came in with the correct answer. Oops. So first on the board with the correct answer is Truck Life, then David, then Empress, then Daniel.
So there you have it. Truck Life on 600 points, David on 900 points. Truck Life. Your time to choose a category.
Charlie said, me done so give pandies. Such man said, me soon get some free time and come. And Sassy Diva is here saying, good night, everyone.
Sassy.
Good night, Sassy. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you being here as usual. And Chuck Life is saying, David, you put the calculator when no math's done. So salutations going out there to Sassy and also from Sassy. And David said, and that me do yesterday with laugh. And Chuck Life is laughing. And more salutations going out there. And Chuck Life is saying riddles for 100. All right, so riddles for 100. Go up white and come down yellow. Go up white and come down yellow. What is that? Some more salutations going out there. Okay, and Empress put on a write it close and come back.
All right.
Empress got change her clothes and come back. Right, so salutations going out there. And more salutations. And David is saying that Ricky's at work. Tara said for this segment, me outside of people.
Yes, Tara, at the fast finger time this.
Oh my goodness, Tara, they're easy. And Charlie said, you know, people pass QuickBooks and still don't. Oh my goodness. Well, math's enough for everybody, so that's true. It's not a matter of being done. It's just that some people are more gifted in other areas. than others. All right, and I see the answer that I am looking for, and it is what is egg? Go up white. So you hold up the white egg, and when you mash it, let it down, it yellow. So what is egg?
So to the brown egg. I don't know.
But Chef, nobody come with your complication.
Okay.
It's the same way. Yellow go come outside. All right. So first on the board with the correct response. So everybody have fling out everything they say. One of the correct. Empress, a banana, egg, candle. Oh my goodness. So Empress came in with the correct response. David said candle. Empress I laugh. Empress said one of the correct.
Okay,
And
so
she said
Empress get this one?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get this one.
Empress.
Okay, and goes for how much?
100. And Empress is saying general knowledge for 500. Okay.
So you go Empress Grace in the board, Empress on 100, Chuck Live 600, David 900, Empress time to choose.
So general knowledge she wants for 500. Winner of the Jamaican Song Festival in 1971, who sang Cherry-O Baby.
Oh, Cherry-O,
Cherry-O Baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Boy, them can nice time
I
on
tell
it.
you, excuse me guys, bathroom run.
Oh, yes. So, yes, guys, we are grooving into our weekend, and I hope that, all of us have a wonderful weekend. Right, we know that we are, living in troubling times, right, based on what is happening to our society. Right, so I'm just, pleading with people to be careful and, making sure that we be on the alert. Right, it is troubling times, serious times, so, best to utilize any method of safety. All right. Yes, my Jamaican peeps, it go. All right. So let me see you coming up there. All right, yes, I'm seeing the answers here. But my wife will call the winner for this. All right. Boy, them people are British body. All right. Such man leave me alone, but Byron, shh. Such man, how are you, David? All right, the answer is there.
Mm?
The answer is there.
I know so them British that way, I know so them British. Can't hold them. All right. Let's see. Is who is Donald? Truck life is who's Donald Duck? All right. So Charlie, me that him not gonna highlight for your answer here so before. It says, who is Eric Donaldson? And a little footnote, it was famously covered, that is the song, it was famously covered by the Rolling Stones. This song is one of the best-selling singles ever in Jamaica.
Wow. Cheerio, cheerio, baby.
Mm-hmm. Time it is small. Everybody love when it comes on radio. Everybody rock. So with that question. All right. So first on the board with the correct response is, you know what? Okay. So, okay. All right, me not have to refresh for that one. Is Suchman, aka Ricardo.
All right, Ricky
Who is
Ricardo.
Eric Donaldson. So Ricky, pick your poison.
And
Next
how much
category.
that goes?
And that was for 500. Yeah, that was for
500.
Yep. It was general knowledge, right? Yeah, 500.
All right, so there you have it. Empress on 100, Ricardo on 500, Chuck Life on 600, David on 900. Ricky Ricardo, your time to choose.
And Charlie, so it was Eric, then Empress, Eric Donaldson, David, Eric Donaldson. Okay. And when I tell you for sure, and Shock Life is laughing. Charlie said,
Chicken foot all the way till come back.
I guess it's a wait till I come back. Ricardo said, there I know, have a little free time. As he said, as yes, be talking, wait till your wife come back.
Exactly.
Chocolate said, most Donald Trump, I was thinking. Ricardo said, I change my name back. Okay, and he is saying general knowledge for 400. Okay, let's see. All right, in October 2007, the then Prime Minister did not use his first name. His first name is, so who was the Prime Minister in 2007? And what is his first name? And it's double point answer. So double the point for this question. All right, let me see what they're going on with the chat. Charlie said, why such man? Empress said, Baron, I beg you top fall for chum change point. And Chocolate said, I had some curry chicken foot this morning.
Remember until the Chuck Life.
I'm having some white rice.
Yeah, man.
Look the guessers. Who was the Prime Minister in 2007?
We need to give Charlie Pin some chicken foot blessing.
Seriously? The Prime Minister in 2007 was Teacher P laughing. Oh my goodness. All right, I see what I am looking for.
Yes.
Let me reveal it. Revelation. Who is Orette? So Bruce Golding's first name is Orette. Bruce Golding. So I'm drop the Orette. And just say Bruce. All right, so that was for 400 points. So let's see who first came in with the correct response of Orette, and that is Empress. Who is Orette? Then David.
So Empress.
Empress.
And that goes for how much? That goes for how much?
And that was for 400.
All right, Empress, big chunk points there. Can't say nothing about the.
You see.
Can't say nothing about the quantity, you know.
You see how Empress shout at me in different tone of words. I got it. You see the amount of exclamation sign and some of them turn upside down here and try check good enough.
I know exclamation sign. Is question sign on this?
No, I'm highlighting these where she's saying, oh. You see them tone of words there? All right, David Samurai love coming on him of PG. Portia, Percival, oh my goodness. Yes, Empress, you won. Yes, you won that run.
Yeah, man, you're gone with that, Empress.
Chocolate had no idea that was Bruce Golding.
Empress, your time to choose.
Me neither. I didn't know either. Because so then why Empress a shout? Me no know. Empress said, So I double the points and how much me get. Yes, so double 400, so 800
So
for
it,
Empress.
okay.
Yes.
So there you have it. Ricardo on 500, Empress, Chuck Life on 600, David on 900, Empress on 900. Empress, your time to choose.
Daniel said, move from the Empress. Empress said, go ahead, Daniel, let go my points. Daniel is putting up his hands there. It's like surrendering again.
Vengeance, you know.
Ricardo said, Empress, come go up. Empress said, go ahead, Ricardo. Irks. Chocolate said, Ricardo, go up with Empress. Don't make her leave you. Daniel said, lol, Empress. Empress said, Byron, don't ramp with my big points.
No, man, I get
sir.
it. You got it, Empress.
David said, Ratty, she catch me up. Empress said, me and Ricardo now go away. All right, so Empress choose, and Chocolate is said Empress and laughing. Well, not easy. Teacher P is laughing her head off. Oh my God. Empress said, bugger you. All right, she wants riddles for 200. Oh my God. Which finger you eat and then lick? Which finger you eat and then lick your finger? Which finger you eat and then lick your finger? Which finger you eat and then you lick your finger? Chocolate said, what is chicken fingers? According to my son, chicken don't have fingers. I don't understand how it called chicken fingers.
What you slide?
Mm-hmm. Chocolate laughing. Daniel said middle finger. You should be saying I'm not good at riddles, lol. Daniel said chicken fingers too. Okay. All right, I see the answer that I am looking for.
Mm-hmm.
What is a finger of banana? So you eat the banana, which is a finger of banana, and you lick your finger. And I make up the riddle. So that one goes to Empress.
And how much goes for that?
And that was for 200. And Chocolate said, Teacher P. Lalo, what are you good at? There must be something here for you. And Empress is saying riddles for 300. And boy, me say she almost deaf me with that one there. David said, but our cause all of this. Oh my God, riddles for 300. It have a head, it have a mouth, but it can't wear a hat and not have no teeth. And it's double your points. So this one is double your overall points. If it says double your answer, double for the answer, then it's just for that. But when it says double your points, means you get double your overall points. Teacher Pilo said that one is not true. She said I'm the don't spit in the class, truck laugh, lol. Oh my goodness. All right, so I see the answer that I am looking for. What is the river? So it have a head, it have a mouth, but it can't wear a hat and not have no teeth. All right, so that is double your points. So first on the board with the correct response, that one is close. So let me open up and see Let me open up and see. So first on the board with the correct, let me go up a little further. The correct response is truck life. What is a river?
Okay, so that's double the points.
Double the points for truck life.
Okay. There it is. So Ricardo on 500, David on 900, Empress on 1100, Chuck Life on 1200 points.
Okay. So
Chuck Life time to choose
Truck Life
category.
in the lead.
Chuck Life in the lead. No
Right,
6 bars in there, so.
Let me open it up for Truck Life to choose. All right, so Moya's Way is in the building. Welcome, Moya. Thank you so much for joining us. Wait, let me just go back up a bit. And she's saying, hello, host and chat. Hello, Moya. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday to you. Welcome, welcome. Really appreciate the support. All right. So, okay, so Truck Life got that one. Then Empress. Then Daniel is saying, move from the Empress. Sure, you don't have the answer right now. And Empress is saying, Truck Life, got your bed. Yeah, get up. Yeah, get up. No, we know. Yeah, get ups. No, we know. Okay, oh my goodness, pardon me. I have to read it again. And Truck Life is saying Teacher P lol, and Teacher P is saying lol. And welcome, Moya. Thank you again for being here. And David is saying, fix it, Jesus, fix it. And salutations going out to Moya from Daniel. And Empress is saying, Truck Life, 6 bars now have nothing by you.
Nothing by you.
And Teacher P said, lol, Truck Life. And Marge is here from Happy Team saying, mega love shout out. Thank you, Marge. Really appreciate you being here. And Truck Life is saying riddles for 400. All right. Let's see. Riddles for 400. Damp and deep, anyone can sleep. Damp and deep, anyone can sleep. I mean, anyone can. Not can. Anyone can sleep.
Anyone can sleep.
Anyone can sleep. All right, so what is that? Thank you so much, Marge. Really appreciate the support. And salutations going out to Moya from Teacher P. And Empress is saying, bind us together, Lord. Chocolate said, Empress, lol. Empress said, John saw them coming. And more salutations going out there to Moya. And Daniel is saying, Truck Life, may I cheer? And Moya is saying hello to Teacher P. And Empress is saying, me forgot, I know me blue suit this, make I be here before night, don't catch me blows. Oh my God. And Moya is saying, hey, Truck Life, hope you're having a great evening. And you said riddles of 400, which I did. And Daniel is saying, lol, Empress, you turn undercover cop.
Right.
Truck Life is saying, Empress, and laughing. And Teacher P is saying, lol, David. Empress is saying, me excited for Uncle Truck Life. All right, and I see the answer coming in. David said, my bed. Daniel said, my bed, sorry. And David said, move this now. All right, so I see the answer, and it is what is grave? It is damp and deep, and anyone can sleep.
All right.
All right, so first on the board with the correct response is Empress. And that was for 400. 400.
Okay, for Empress,
For
right?
Empress. And
So there you have it. Score Ricardo on 500 points, David on 900 points, Chuck Life on 1200 points, Empress on 1500 points in the lead. Empress, time to choose.
Empress said, bop, bop. Chuck Life said, Empress, lol. And then David said, what is grave? What is bed? Then I said, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. And Empress said, Mrs. Such man, follow fashion is the
Mhm.
And she said, riddles for 500. Right, finishing off. Inside the shell is a cup. Inside the cup is a bite. Inside the bite is a sup. What am I? So inside the shell is a cup. Inside the cup is a bite. Inside the bite is a sup. All right. Empress said, when you're not strong, but you don't even know the song. And Ricardo said, when RE time, uno call me the religious education and him talking religious knowledge. Then Shabi said, Lala Ricardo. Ricardo said, wait, me still in a top 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Ricardo said, all right, make me rest.
All right.
And Daniel said, move Empress keyboard, change my typing. What's your... What is soup? What is cup soup? What is crab? What is soup? Okay. David said, what is something? All right, I see the answer that I am looking for. Where it come off? So the answer is, what is a coconut? So inside the shell is a cup, because you can drink out of the shell. Inside the cup is a bite. You eat the coconut itself. And inside the bite is a
I know who's the lucky winner for that.
coconut water. All right. So, and the person with the correct response is Empress.
All right.
For 500 points.
So there you have it. Ricardo on 500, David 900, Chuck Life 1200, Empress 2000 in the lead.
David said, Mistress out here, man. Empress said, David, boy, a week out. And Chuck Life said, what is coconut? And all right, let me go into science and then I'll continue. So science for 100 says Empress. All right. He is regarded as the man who invented the telephone. He is regarded as the man who invented the telephone. All right, so let me go back up. Okay, so what is oysters? Empress, so you don't know a song. You don't know the song about sing a song can't find your way. Are your yard about lean on me when you're not strong? David said, watch middle finger laugh out loud. David said, but you know, say cup soup technically right, lol. Right. Chuck Life said, I lie. Chuck Life said, I got it. No, he's questioning whether he got it. Yeah, you got it, but Empress got it before you. So let me go back up in case in case I didn't see correctly. But you got it, but after Empress. Empress got it first. Trouble there, pressure bus pipe. Pressure bus pipe.
Jump right there.
Daniel said, lol, David Grant. All right. And David said, because you have the box, the needle and the hot water. Oh, the cup is the cup you make. The cup, the noodle. The cup, the noodle, and the hot water make the soup. Lol. All right, go and argue your point, David. But you're still wrong. And Jamfet is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. person is who is Jamfet. You're coming in strong, but you put what is instead. All right, so I see the answer that I'm looking for, and it's who is Alexander Graham Bell. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct response. Welcome, welcome, Jamfet. Happy Saturday to you. Really appreciate you being here. And then he says, who is Bell? Need the entire thing.
You have it up there. What is Graham Bell?
It's who is when it's the name of a person. So if you put what is no and chocolate,
But he
say what is
corrected-
Benjamin, it's just Bell. You need all of it. And Empress is saying, who is Alexander Graham Bell? Ricardo is saying, who is Alexander Graham Bell? Who first came in with that? Let me refresh and see. Why? I'm had for Jamfet no. Okay, so Ricardo put it there first with Alexander Graham Bell. So Ricardo got that point for 100.
For 100?
Yes, then Empress, Daniel, what is, remember guys, it's
So there it,
who is for people's name.
there it is. Ricardo on 600 points. David on 900 points. Truck Live, 1,200 points. Empress in lead, 2,000 points. Ricardo, your time to choose.
All right, so while he is choosing, let me see what he chose. If he's chosen yet. Oh, religious education for 500. All right. So religious education for 500. Matthew was a by profession. Matthew was a by profession. All right, let's see what they're saying. Okay, and Teacher P saying hello to Jamfet. And Ricardo said, Bombat. Look who they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Jamfet is saying hello, Teacher P, and the chat. Hello again, Jamfet, and welcome, welcome, welcome. And Teacher P says, aha, Lord Ricardo. And Jamfet is greeting the host. Thank you so much for the greetings. Jamfet, really appreciate you being here. I know it's wee hours in France, so really appreciate you being here. And salutations going out to Jamfet. And Empress is saying, Ricardo, I beg you go on and work. And Daniel is saying, Jamfet, you shouldn't come in yet. And Empress is saying, I know my point to the quest. And Daniel is saying, Empress, and she's sure that questioning faith. Ricardo said, no incomplete answer around. No incomplete answer around here, go up. All right, so Empress is saying Daniel Gueno, and Empress is saying anybody could have named Bell. Does it ring a bell? Jamfet said I corrected it. Yes, Jamfet, but you only put Bell. You need to put the entire name. Who is Alexander Graham Bell? And Daniel said Empress and pointing her out. Get out of here. And Charlie is saying, what is score and last category? I just reached home from. Okay, what is the score and last category? I just reached home from work.
Okay, Charlie. Ricardo on 600, David on 900, Truck Life on 1,200. Empress is in the lead with 2,000 points, Charlie.
Mm-hmm. All right. Benjamin Franklin. Chocolate said, Empress in my Alberta extends our brother's love. Oh my God. All right, I see the answers that I'm looking for, but then I'm going to have to see who did it first because there's two close one, and it says, what is tax collector? So Matthew was a tax collector by profession. So let me see who first. So let me refresh. Boy, Oops. I wonder if that sound coming in and out. Put that down there if we keep forgetting. Where's the other speaker? Where the other speaker turn? I don't know if that. Look, it's supposed to somewhere over there. So one turn there, so I don't know which way the other one turn.
Oh. Turn so should I turn to back? Right. Yeah.
Where it turn?
Oh, turn to the front. No, it's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's a call that caused the sound. All right. So first on the board with the correct response is Ricardo. What is tax collector? Then Jamfet, but he saying who? But it should be what? Empress is what is tax collector. Oh my goodness, Empress I fling out everything out there. Truck life not easy. All right, so that's
a tax collector or who's a tax collector?
What it says profession. What is this profession?
Okay.
So it say what is called
I get it.
yeah. All right, so we gave that to Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo for 500. You wrote it already? All right. So
there you have it. David on 900 points. Ricardo on 1100 points. Truck Life on 1200 points. Empress on 2000 points in the lead.
Truck Life say he was a driver. Where did I drive Truck Life? Sheep. Oh my God, Teacher P says loud Truck Life. Okay, Daniel got it correct as well, but remember, Daniel needs to put what is or who is. Publican, what? Ricardo said, what is John Fett guy up there? Oh my God, Repressive, all right? Ricardo is laughing. Chocolate said, Teacher P, I hope you have a safe and great weekend. Try and enjoy your Saturday to the fullest. When do you get a vacation? All right. Oops. All right, let me see what category is been chosen by Ricardo, and then I'll continue with the chat. So religious education for 400. All right, so Judas signaled Jesus' identity to the Roman officials by doing this. Judas signaled Jesus' identity to the Roman officials by doing this. All right. If you ever remember, some neck can't go around to the left, so you don't have to beat me. All right. Jamfed said profession is a who, not what. Let me just go back to that.
And I want to agree with Jamfed.
All right. It was 500. It says Matthew was a what by profession?
Yeah, but profession is a who, hun, not what.
But I asked what is.
Because profession, I mean, the profession related
and
to the person.
asking what was the profession, not who.
But profession relating to the person. And if it relates to the person, why I will say what? You know, make no
What
sense.
is a tax collector? Or
exactly. You see the point? So John Fit is right.
okay, I have the answer there as what is tax collector. No.
But it that is wrong. What is a tax collector? Who is a tax collector? Because you're talking about a person. So that is definitely wrong.
Matthew was a tax collector by profession. Matthew was.
You still contemplating?
But I'm asking, Matthew was a tax collector by profession. Hold on, let me go back. Just something here.
Yes, we are just actually sorting out some issues as it relates to do the necessary corrections. Okay, looking for.
You know what? To make that, because I already have what is. So for all of those who answered it correctly, let's see.
As it relates to professional and the what is
All right, who is a tax collector? Okay, all right, since let me just go down and see what they're saying. And I query this one. What's next? Tax is what? Tax collector is who? Okay. All right, so jump fit 500.
Yeah, John Fit is right.
And still keep Ricardo's 500 because I did put what is. Are you going to take Ricardo's 500?
I don't see where Ricardo will keep the 500.
Okay, all right. So who is a tax collector?
Right.
Okay, all right. So right is right, wrong is wrong.
Okay, so we
And
clarified
I
that.
accept the clarification.
Jump Fit on 500, Ricardo 600, David on 900, Chuck Life 1200, Empress 2000.
Okay, sorry about that, Ricardo, but right is right. All right, so I'll have to correct that on the template when I store it. I'm just trying to get back to. Okay, so Empress said pressure can bust a pipe in a Ricardo tangent the pipe or super glue it up. And where were we at? Let me just go back and see where we were at. I don't want to reopen the incorrect thing. Religious education for 400. Okay. All right. So let's see if we have any answers coming in there, and then I'll go back up. John Fitz said, I'm drunk. No, I'm not. I'm drinking just regular.
Yes, John Fed. Yeah, she had drink water and drum.
What is kissing his ears? Okay. All right. Okay, all right.
And how much for that point?
So what is he kisses him?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see who first came in with It is a kiss, so more persons are coming in with the. Okay, so Jamfet came in with the
Kiss,
correct answer.
alright.
So what is he said kissing his ears.
Yes,
He kissed
same
him
thing.
somewhere in the face.
Oh, okay.
Ricardo said what is pointing out. Empress said what is pointing and kiss him. Ricardo said what
kissing,
is kiss. Yeah,
yeah.
he went and kissed him.
So much for that points.
So that was 400. So
Okay. So
Jamfet get to choose the next category.
there you have it. Ricardo on 600 points. David on 900 points. Jamfet on 900 points. Chuck Live 1200 points. Empress in the lead 2000 points. Quite a tight match.
Okay, so Charlie is supporting Jamfet's point. He says, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and
because
right.
you started the sentence with Matthew, a person. Okay,
Yeah.
point taken. Point taken. Never too old to learn. Let me see. Empress Abalo next. Okay, Jamfet says science for 500. All right. So, and it's double point answer. So 1,000 points for this question. Okay. Using feet, the human small intestine is this long and on average. So using feet, the human small intestine is this long on average. So when you stretch it out, how long is the human intestine? The small intestine. Wow. All right, let's go back up and try and catch up with the chat. Regardless of Jamfet come go up. Empress says, oh, okay, Chocolate. First me I hear about him I figure look. I saw something before. I think I did say, but I'm not quite remembering. Oh, when he was talking about Albert Einstein and something. Chocolate is an Empress lol. Bishop P says, I have too much things to complete for this coming week. I will not be able to enjoy my weekend. Oh no. School closing on the 1st of July. Okay. So they have a few more days than Jaden before school close, because Jaden is the 28th, I think, which is Tuesday.
Oh, Jamaican school.
Or to the 29th. It's just a few days after. I think it's normally in July anyway. And Empress said, Jamfet, both professional who is professional person, huh? Somebody pinch me the cause and laughing. Seriously, Empress. And Chocolate say, okay, teacher, please, so school soon close. And Ricardo said, no, who fooling me, no Empress. And Ricardo is laughing. And Jamfet is saying, and I query this one. And Empress is saying, so when somebody asks about your profession, them say, who is your profession? Me and dead to go told, I can't bother. Teacher P says, it is taking too long to close Chuck Life. Next week taking too long to come. Empress balling out next. Jamfet said, tax is what? Tax collector is who? Yeah. Ricardo said, Jamfet, go ahead, bad man. Chuck Life said, teacher P, lol. Jamfet said, I'm drunk. Chuck Life said, teacher P, does DJ finish school the same time when you do? Okay. And Jamfet said, right. Think about it, yes. And teacher P said, lol, Chuck Life. And she's saying, teacher school will be closing the same day, Chuck Life. Okay. And then the answers started coming in. Okay, so more conversation there. Ricardo is saying, Uno come go up and allow me points. Ricardo said, bad man, Jamfet. Ricardo said, left me points alone. Ricardo said, Uno go up and leg up me points. All right, so Charlie says, what is a kiss as well? Ricardo start burn candle. And Jumpfit said, thanks, Byron. And Ricardo, light more candle. And you and Jumpfit them the Jumpfit said, it's clear as day. Okay.
Exactly.
And Ricardo lighted more candle. And Ricardo said, oi, Byron, come home. Ricardo said, move this now, move this. And him lighting more candle. And Chuck Life is laughing. And Jumpfit is laughing. Chuck Life said, Ricardo working his bozo. Teacher P is laughing. Ricardo is saying, Empress. And Chuck Life is saying, how Ricardo ball out Empress name so? And then clarification there from Charlie. And Teacher Empress is saying you can never say who is your profession. It has to be what is your profession. So how on earth should the answer be who is the tax collector? It's because I started with his name. And Daniel is saying them a burn candle and Empress. Empress is saying me there Ricky. All right. Empress said cause right now at 11:15 p.m. 11:05 p.m. you know. And Ricardo said tell Jamfet to leave my points alone. And there are no answers yet. Then no daily double. Those are the doubles. Jamfet. That's the only way I can do it. They don't have it in their template that they give to work with. So we have to find some ways to put it in, and that's how I put it in. So you have two double point answers. One is gone already, and then you have double your overall points. So yeah, so that's why I incorporated it. All right, so it doesn't have to remember the answer itself.
The intestine, the length of the intestine in feet.
Mm-hmm. So what did it say? It says on average. It said it depends on the size of the belly. $22. Okay.
That is a shocker to me. I don't know that. 22 feet.
It's 22 feet. Okay.
My goodness.
All right. Let's read the answer. Because what is 17 feet? So what is 17 feet? Nobody came up with that answer. So I totally forgot the answer, to be honest, because there's so many variations. So 11 feet.
22 is the established feet.
So 22 feet. It's about 22 feet. So that's what it says here. And that's what it says here on Google. But on the app that I use, it said what is 17 feet. So I am going to give it to Jamfet, who has the 22 feet.
These things because the time is late, so we didn't show all of them things that are really necessary right now.
Okay. Oops, wait, there were more answers way up top. I didn't notice those. Sorry. So it's actually Ricardo. What is 22 feet? So Ricardo. Okay, with the
that,
correct answer,
yeah, that
yes.
goes to Ricardo. And how much
Ricardo,
for-
then Jumpet was 12.
And how much for that?
That was
Some doubling thing.
500, and it's doubled, so 1,000 points.
1,000 points. So there you have it. Jamfet on 900 points, David on 900 points, Truck Life 1,200 points, Empress on 2,000 points in the lead, Ricardo 1,600 points. Ricardo, your time to choose.
All right, so Empress said at least we could get back in points. And Jamfet said can't wait till it closes. Teacher P, I have 400 points. 400 reports to do in 3 days. Oh my goodness. I feel your pain, Jamfet. That's a lot. Jamfet said, then if I double answer, no me one supposed to did answer. Oh my goodness. All right. Jamfet's a Tiffin Empress. All right, let's see. Sorry, I need to open up the board for you guys to see. Sorry. I guess I'll show it at me further down. So, Ricardo, you need to see. Yeah, he was asking me to the board. Sorry. All right. So, religious education for 300. Author of the Book of Revelation. Who wrote the Book of Revelation? So, guys, now forgot leave out some of the comments because of the time. Jamfet is saying Google give us a lot of different answers, lol. So me know at the belly size, lol, because I know hearing that. And Ricardo said it's me have 22 in all, yes, and in shouting. So I said, yeah, figured that out. If Jamfet said nar baby, I saw a must in testing. Empress said no, Ricardo, first check again. Yes, so they were pointing out that to me. Okay, what's Jamfet said roadblock and the man straight. Ricardo said bad mind Jamfet go ahead. Ricardo said I will not but def time out Jamfet. And he was saying let me see the board. And Empress said Mr. Ricky you can't time out. Empress. And Ricardo said all right. Ricardo said, Jamfet, pay me and I'll help you. Empress, I should have 1,000 reports. Oh my God. Overton says, I am back. Okay, thank you, Overton.
Right,
really
Overton.
appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see who first came with the correct response. So who is John?
The Revelator.
All right, so let's see who first came in. Ricardo put in what is. No, it is who is. Charlie said John, but didn't put who is. And Empress falling at the same thing says what is John. Ricardo now put it in, say who is John.
So that goes to Ricardo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many points?
It is 300.
300?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm struggle with the who and what.
All right, so there you have it. Jamfet and David on 900 points. Truck Life 1,200 points. Ricardo 1,900 points. Empress in the lead 2,000 points. Well, Ricardo partially catch up. Empress About
All right,
foot.
let me release the board. All right, so Ricardo, then Jamfet.
Yeah, tell me, Sir Ricardo is going to come from behind and
Empress.
win this again. Whoa, amazing.
So John was in the spirit on the Lord's day. Ricardo said he heard a voice from heaven, and this is what it say. What? Your preacher. Empress said, choose the Ricky. Jamfet said, I was first. Back up mystic. All right, let me reverse. We can put it in a gear and reverse. All right,
Praise
let
John
me refresh.
of Patmos.
That is the best way to do it. Let me refresh.
Well, we love to take a points from Ricky, sir.
I have to refresh and see what they're talking about. No, Jamfet Ricardo was first. If you refresh, you see him put what is for a couple times, and then he finally corrected himself. Who is John? It didn't spell correctly, but we're not marking for spelling. And then you have who is John of Patmos. And then again, he goes back and put who is John. So Ricardo came in with that answer first. And then he's saying general knowledge for 100. Saul was traveling to this city when he encountered a great and blinding light. What is the city? Saul was traveling to this city when he encountered a great and blinding light. All right. Ricardo said, no, you was not, sir. Move up. Empress said, when Mr. Come back up, go. You think she can? Jamfet said, look at Ricardo's spelling. We're not marking for spelling Jamfet. You know, sometimes it's type with the finger too big or the phone start to change something. And Ricardo said, Jamfet, move up. And Charlie said, this who and what business are going to match up this game, I swear. But it's Jeopardy, that's how Jeopardy is played. You ask the question in a statement and you take the answer in the form of a question. Ricardo says, sir, we don't mark for spelling over here unless it's spelling. Jamfet said, no, in the Christian Bible. Empress said she not marking for spelling. Ricardo said, we know their English class. Oh my God. Empress said, tell the bunglers they're in keyboard, they're easy. Ricardo said, somebody can't bust Jamfet in. Jamfet said, cause if you don't reject my bell, you can't accept that. Jesus. Okay, and Charms Lifestyle is in the building saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, all. Good morning, good night.
All right.
Good night, Charm. Welcome. Happy Saturday to you. Really appreciate you being here, and thank you for coming in with that super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know it's
Bless
wee
yourself,
hours,
Charm.
so I really appreciate you being awake to join us. So thank you. Jamfet over here. Jamfet over here, I cause trouble. And I can't accept that. But Jamfet, you only put bell. It could be ding-a-ling bell, doorbell.
Where's need to choose?
We need to open it up. All right. So who got that point? It was Ricardo. So Ricardo need to choose religious knowledge.
So Ricardo got the 100 points.
It was 100, yeah.
Right. So
Okay, no, I need to check the answer. We need to check the answer. Okay, wow. Okay, no, I need to go back up. I'm trying to pin missing first. And remember, place, you can say where or what is. So let me remind you guys. So, because I see where is, and that can be an answer. So, Jamfet, let me just make sure. So, Jamfet says, where is Damascus? So, that
Okay.
is the correct answer. It's on the
How
road.
much points go for that?
Damascus,
100?
100 points. So, it's on the road to Damascus. All right, so Jamfet needs to choose.
Jamfet needs to choose.
And Charlie Pin got the correct, Ricardo. And Empress said, why Ricky? Why you make him get it for? Jamfet is laughing. All right, so let's see what Jamfet chooses. So Jamfet got that one. Okay, St. Science for 400. Discovered by Alexander Fleming, this is now used to treat infections and is considered one of the most important discoveries in the field of medical science. What is the answer? Jamfet said money I push under the table, you know. So them a bribe me. Jamfet said I how and just I give Ricky fake points so tonight. Oh, Jesus. I want to cause this for me tonight. Empress said I never religious knowledge. Ricky saying and oops. Oh my goodness. A general knowledge in it anyway, I open it already. GK. Sorry. Tiredness. Sorry, Ricardo. He said we never say religious education, ma'am. Oh, she maybe want me tired. I figure past that one. All right. So I see the answers coming in. All right, let's see who first came in with the answer. So the answer is penicillin. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct answer. So first on the board with the correct answer is, let me make sure I don't miss anything. Jamfet, what is penicillin? So that's 400 points. So Jamfet choose.
Okay, so there you have it. David on 900 points. Jamfet on 1400 points. Chuck Life on 1200 points. Ricardo 1900. Empress 2000. Empress in the lead. Okay, so Jamfet, choose your category.
Charlie said, right to the 15th. What and who is where? Oh my God. All right, let's see what he is chosen. GK for 300. All right, so now I get it right. GK for 300. This is the only island to have a drive-in volcano. This is the only island to have a drive-in volcano. All right, let me see if I can get some of the chat. Ricardo said, Byron, I rub off And you know, Jamfet laughing. Chocolate say, Ricardo, you really want to mash up Jamfet. First, you give him a big stone, then a pipe, and now a 2x4. And Ricardo said, little glass and a light, little gas and a lighter next. Ricardo,
Okay.
Jamfet chose. And Chocolate is saying, Ricardo loud, Chocolate is laughing, and Jamfet is saying, Byron, give me a score report there.
Okay. So David on 900 points, Chuck Life on 1200 points, Jamfet on 1400 points, Ricardo on 1900 points, Empress in the lead, 2000 points. Tight match tonight. Right? And what? We only have what? Another 5 questions to go. Right?
And Empress is saying, see him choose and not answer, as oldness would say, don't. Ricardo said, Baron, why you there too close to Anne? Make sure slack off, Baron, move up.
All right.
Tiredness, man, tired. Empress said, dynamite, you feel use Ricky. And Empress said, where is Tiffany? And John said, who does Empress? Empress said, I never see big head up there, so. And she said, me not see you. All right. Ricardo said, then David him gone, man. Empress said, did someone call my name Ricky? And Chuck Life is saying, Tiffany was in the chat before the live started. I haven't seen her since. Maybe she having problem with the internet and the phone.
Yeah.
All right, so the answer is coming in. Let me see. I have the correct answer there. So, okay. All right, so the answer is, what is St. Lucia? And the footnote, Sulphur Springs is the world's only drive-through volcano and a major tourist attraction near the town of Soufriere. Right, so St. Lucia 300. So let's see who first came in with the correct response. And that is Ricardo. What is St. Lucia? Somebody gone Hawaii. Yeah. Somebody gone Sicily.
And that goes for
300.
300. All right.
Jamfet said, if Ricardo never gets some suspicious points, the pipe would have bust long time. Ricardo said, drive in volcano. What the hell wrong
So,
St. Lucia
here
people?
you have it. Chuck Life, David on 900 points, Chuck Life on 1200 points, Jamfet 1400 points, Empress on 2000 points, Ricky Ricardo finally take over the lead, 2200 points.
So Ricardo, let me open up the board. All right, so that's what's left on the board. And Empress said, no pipe now, bus, yes, so fierce or reverse. No pipe now, bus, yes, so fierce or reverse. Ricardo said, Jamfet, avoid my name, please. Jamfet says, lol, maybe a fake volcano like Ricardo points them.
Ricky Ricardo need to choose.
Science for 300.
All right.
This part of the brain deals with hearing and language. This part of the brain deals with hearing and language. And Ricardo said, Jamfet, I want to fling you in some water and then run a light. Oh, the selfishness. And Charlie says, oops. Charlie. And Jamfet said, Empress, I play 1, 2, 3 red light. She's stuck. And answers are coming in. What is the wernicke area?
Temporal.
Okay, so what is temporal lobe? So first person in with the correct answer is Ricardo.
And that for 300?
That is for 300 points. So Ricardo, you choose. I have 4 left on the board. 4 questions left on the board. Press blow. Whoa. When we get these. Okay, general knowledge for 100. Make sure I'm getting it right this time. Continent where Jamaica is located. Continent where Jamaica is located. Continent where Jamaica is located.
Remember a question like that, you know? Some Jamaica go and so Caribbean. Slapping head. What?
Oh, whatever. Other day.
Uh-oh.
And Cooking with Miss Brown says, hello, host and everyone. Welcome,
Bless up,
welcome,
Miss
Miss
Brown.
Brown. Good night to you. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you coming over. And Empress said Tuesday, and salutation going out to Miss Brown. You see, you know, Jamfed said no because Jamaica is not part of no continent. All right, and I see the answer that I am looking for. What is North America?
Yep, that is right.
Jamaica is in North America, the continent of North America.
Jamfed, I know that.
So Empress is what is North America. So first on the board with the correct response is Empress, and Ricardo said none.
And
Ricardo
that goes
said
for
what
100,
is
right?
Caribbean. Yeah. And Truck Life said what is none. Ricardo said then watch me go answer Caribbean. No.
Same thing. Somebody answer Caribbean. I see that.
Charlie said Jamaica have continent if I saw most Russia. Empress said bap bap. Ricardo said, oh, me want to fight the question here. Jamford said, no, miss, check continent definition. Well, Jamford, it's there. The answer give me say.
Yes.
It's in the continent of
And
America,
right.
and America, and Jamaica is in the North Americas. Guyana and all those places are in the South Americas, so me no know. Empress and la biscuity boy. Something vibrating.
Okay, so the score as it is, David on 900 points, Truck Life 1,200 points, Jamfed 1,400 points, Empress 2,100, Ricardo in the lead 2,500 points.
Okay, Truck Life is laughing. Empress said it is North America. Jamaica is considered
to be a part of
the
the North American continent, and that is right.
All right, Miss Brown is laughing. And then Ricardo is saying, Mr. Jamfet, him love question, the answer is C. And Jamfet said Jamaica is an island which is the opposite of continent, Empress. All right, so Jamfet, that is your homework to figure it out and then come and present it to us, because the answer that it gave me, and it says in books that Jamaica and some other islands is in the North Americas, because Baron and I had the same debate a couple weeks ago, and I was saying otherwise, and I pulled it up on Google, and that's what it says, and it names some of the Caribbean islands that is in North America, and I know definitely that Guyana and some other islands are in South America. And Charlie saying Jamaica is that no exists nowhere. All right, let me bring up the board. Sorry. All right, so who got that one was Ricardo. So Ricardo choose. Oh, Jamfed said I teach geo, so me know. Okay, well, you have got to have to Google. Oh, Jamfet said it's in the North American region, but not the continent. Well, I guess the question was posed wrong then. It's in the North American region, but not continent. Okay. And Empress said GK for 200. Okay, parish where image is found. So look on the image. I hope you guys can see it. I can't expand it on this. So look at the image closely. If you need to widen up your screen, widen out your screen. So the parish where image is found. Ricardo said, I never may an Empress get it. What? Oh yes, we get the point to the Empress.
Yes.
First, Empress. Sorry, it's Empress, but I made a mistake when I was repeating it. Sorry. Empress, not blame me, blame the teacher. Who tell them that? Oh my goodness. And Empress said, then not the same thing powerfully done. Oh my God. It's a cap that. All right.
See it here?
Yes. Jamaica is technically part of North America as well as the islands of the Caribbean. What continent is Jamaica in?
You want to North America?
Okay, question. Oops. What is that? Oh, it's blocking the answer. All right, so I see the answer that I am looking for. So the answer is St. Anne. It's actually Dunn's River Falls. So let's see you know what, let me open up the screen first. Let's see who first came in with the correct answer. And person with the correct answer is Empress. No, sorry. Go up further. Ricardo came in first with the correct response.
And how much for that?
That was Jesus.
How much points?
Hold on. I think it's 200.
200 points?
Yeah. And Charlie said, "Mega eat some bullfoot soup."
Okay, so there you have it. David on 900 points. Jamfet on 1,400 points. Short Life 1,200 points. Empress 2,100 points. And Ricky Ricardo 2,700 points. Another wonderful game Ricardo has played coming from behind. And here is Ricardo, right? Partially 600 points away from Empress, right? Impressive performance.
Okay.
Impressive.
Your jam fit. More fake points for Ricky Lal and half point tonight in Lal. All right. So, who's to choose? Ricardo. Ricardo, choose the next category. Ricardo, seem shouting at me. Check again. All right, me did check again. Welcome, Arlene. She's saying, hey everyone, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Not Empress and a 2,500. Me did this.
Yeah.
So me did get North America.
When it comes to
did they give Empress our points for the North America answer?
Yeah, I've given Empress.
North America was how much points?
I think North America was what, 300 points?
Well, let me see. No.
Or 100 points. Either 300 or 100.
It's 100
100
points.
points.
Yes, Empress, you got
Yes,
it. It's
Empress.
2,100. It was for 100 points.
And you are now at 2,100. I had given you the points, Empress.
All right, and then which other one she get? First. Okay. Yeah, that one was just for 100. Who just answered correctly? Yeah, Ricardo is telling her it was just for 100.
So that's why
Yeah.
she's at 2,100 because she was at 2,000.
And Jamfet is telling her too that it's
Yeah.
just 100 points. Yeah. Jamfet said he got it flat bridge. Ricardo said me have on my glasses Empress.
We're supposed to choose.
Me not nobody not choose it. That's what me asking who me just say win. I'm trying to go back to see. Choose there.
Isn't that a Ricardo?
Ricardo, okay, yes, Ricardo. So you choose. Ricardo, choose the next.
Yes, Ricardo, choose the next category.
He said religious education, long time. Hush, me never see it. All right, religious education for 200. Type of insect John the Baptist ate in the desert. So the type of insect John the Baptist ate in the desert. Jamfet said thief. And,
Right.
Oh yeah, it did say religious education. Sorry, I just seen it. Ricardo said, "Uno can't show up Jamfet." And Charlie's asking who is in the lead, and David is still here looking. David said, "Then uno no see me drop asleep." That's said David lol. Jamfet said, "Pound for pound, I'm leading Charlie, but points wise, Ricardo."
That's good sportsmanship, though. I love it.
Oh my God, Empress said, so I want me get from time. Okay.
Yeah. That points went for 100.
Yeah. Charlie, same thing. Said David did not eat. All right. All right. I see the answer that I am looking for. I'll see who first came in with the correct response. So it's what is low cost. And then I'll do that. Let's see who first came in. Oh my God. Oh, that was for 200 points. Let's say you're tired. I wonder how many points it was again. So first on the board with the correct response is David.
All right.
And Jamfet.
So David changes tune there.
Empress. And Charlie said,
so
okay.
There you have it.
Charlie said, what
David on 1,100 points. Truck Life on 1,200 points. Jamfet 1,400. Empress 2,100. And the real general in the place 2,700 points.
Mm-hmm. All right. So final point. So who got that point again?
Empress.
Empress. All right. So I'm just gonna read the.
No, not Empress. David.
Oh yes.
So David choose a category. That point went to David.
And this planet has a collective 53 moons, making it the planet in our solar system with the most number of moons. All right, so so what is pork? Empress said, a pork you want, Charlie. Beg Ricky peace.
But no, look on Charlie with him pork. And I trouble me about my foul foot.
So what wrong with the pork jam, Byron? What wrong with it with the Trenton?
Look on Charlie with him Grandmaster.
Alright, we can't catch up with the chat because you're soon running about time again. And Jamfet say, Empress on your insect. On your insect, are you a call people dogs? Ricardo said pork nothing there. Ricardo said national not yard. Charlie said, Empress, I swear you're the best at laughing. And David said, Ricardo, come go up and leave the egg alone. Empress said, Jamfet. And Jamfet says, I'm doing ackee and pork skin today. Oh, man, I tell you, you couldn't near that pot there.
You make wife it shoot a scratcher.
Me should have near that pot the Jamfet. I want them to go look how much for the flight. And Ricardo said, that's nasty.
So come in with that.
And look, may I look for see who come in. Oh my God. The brain tonight. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec there.
What do you need to find?
Hold on. Okay. All right.
So you never ask me.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
A week. Okay. All right, let's see who first came in with the correct answer. So first on the board with the correct answer is David. Let me go up again. I mean, nobody shout at me, not 20 words. So first on the board with the correct response is David, then Jamfet. Let me refresh before you, let me just refresh. Something affecting the mic again. I'm going to try to figure out what's causing it.
That when you have the signal drop on it. Just like when we were talking on the phone, and the signal drop, that is what is happening.
All right, so David, yes. So first is David, then Jamfet.
And how much that 200? 200 for David? So David, the night with 1,300 points going to David. So Short Life on 1,200 points, David on 1,300 points, Jamfet third place on 1,400 points, Empress second place 2,100 points, and David 2,700
Ricardo.
points.
Miami
And Ricardo.
shout
And
out
Ricardo.
there.
Sorry, Ricardo. 2,700 points.
Right, and the board has been picked clean. All right, so there we have it. There was a few hiccups there, guys, but boy, you have to say when you're tired. And then those two questions
Yes,
that were
she's
queried.
really tired because she just left work, so extremely tired. Trust
Working
me.
a couple of days, dealing with a sick child at home. But anyways, so it go. We just have to do what we have to do. David say, here, nice food and looking. And Empress said, laugh out loud, Charlie, beg him peace there. And Jamford said, David, go back to your royal wife. And Arlene said, whoa, Jamford. Oh my God. And Charlie's saying, what, that same word, me just drop off bed because of you. Oh my God. Hush. Hush, Charlie. I hope you never hurt anywhere. Hush. And Ricardo said, that's really Trenton. And then Princess laughing, Charlie, pin which part you hit. Ricardo said, Trenton, nothing truck life. So Miss Anne defending our Trenton, of course, pork meat sweet.
This is it.
Okay. All right. Charlie said hit him head. Oh my goodness, you're typing, so you're still conscious. Hush. Hope you don't get no coke or get no cut. Miss Brown said, mine how not talk about the Arnold, you know. It may a cook. Oh Lord Jesus. You see the pot them me far from Jamfed pot and me far from Miss Brown pot. There's a Miss Brown I cook Trenton tomorrow. Give me tomorrow. Sunday. Oh, Jesus. My mouth I go leke. You record him a shout in a tone of word. That's really dirty. And President Jamfit, although we're not friends, I did eat some, but I don't trust you one bit. Charlie said, Baron, what's wrong with pork? You're a Rasta. And Ricardo said, Jamfit, Lego the mic. Or Lego the mic. I'm not sure it is. Mike. Okay, and Empress said, blow Arnold. Ricardo said, Baron, Lego the mic. And Baron said, and Empress said, Baron, any cape, see? No, not today. Not today. It's rotisserie today. And Jamfet is saying, Lala, Miss Brown.
Okay.
And Empress is saying, rum, please. And Ricardo is saying, take your time, then, Mrs. Moms, and don't make Jamfet and Byron stress you out, Miss Say. And Miss Brown is laughing, and Ricardo is saying, Byron, leave Anna alone. And I said, when I said it, he said he didn't know the wrong answer. That's why I didn't laugh. But I didn't know the wrong answer. Empress said, wonder how Mr. Moms now sleep again, Ricky, like, and give him some vitamin when I make people sleep. Just me. You see, I have to skip out some of the chat earlier because my complaints the time around that he was asleep. So I have to jump over some of the chat and there and choke me in my short ribs about that. Ricardo said, what about Arnold? Move up with that. Ricardo said, a long time him not sleep for showing an Empress. Empress and Jupiter and Saturn both have 53 confirmed moon. Okay, you can only give one answer there, though it says Saturn.
I see there's something wrong with Jupiter.
Empress and Mr. Ricky like Baron get sleep at daytime. David said, I'm going back to bed now. Big up on no sleep mistake. Family Mrs. Mistake and myself. I mean self and minds to the 400. Oh, they sent him to the 408 flow. Put
408
for David, 408 flow.
Okay.
Good night, guys. Enjoy the week. Good night, David. Sleep well.
For David, 408 flow.
Okay, and Empress said, nice life start get later. Hush, no work. I had to work and I just ran and take a shower and
Next week we'll be coming on early.
because I'm
So
not
next
working
week we'll
next
be on
Friday.
time.
But this Friday I had to work. I couldn't swap out
Yeah,
any
that's how
portion of the
that's how it
shift.
goes.
It's summer, so most people are off on vacation, so we have longer work time in terms of having to pick up to, cover the shortage, and then you don't really have much people to swap with anymore.
Exactly.
So I have to
But-
do my shifts when I can't get.
You
Because
know-
normally I would swap the last 4 hours off and work for them a different day back those 4 hours, but it's very
And,
tight right now. Not
and
enough
guys,
staff with
we
vacation
we
time.
prefer to be late.
And
You understand
here,
that never show because
and
that is
sure.
not in our book, right? We prefer to be late than
Mhm.
having
And
a
when
no
I'm
show.
tired, I prefer crawl down the step them and crawl cause sit
So
down in the
we're
chair.
gonna ever be here on Friday. All right.
And Empress said, David, you see you? And Jamfet is saying she must stay because she carry Ricardo up on her back.
Good night. Why, John?
Well, Jamfet and mash me up so tonight. And I'd like my winning to be sent to 894, so Empress Digicel.
Okay, I'm right on that. Empress Digicel, does that?
Mm-hmm. Just right, 894 Digi. I mean, pull up the number.
Okay.
So I just know exact because I have several
Yeah.
numbers for
9-4 Digi. All right. So Ricardo number still remain non changes with Ricardo number.
I not seen say anything yet. And Truck Life says,
Truck
wonderful life as always. I enjoyed myself as usual. Always enjoyed hearing Mr. Byron speak. Great
Thank
job
you,
with
Truck
the
Life.
illnesses. And thank you, Truck Life. Really appreciate that compliment. And Miss Brown is showing us, I think it's hearts or
Hearts,
something to that
yeah.
effect. Yeah, so she's still here. Ricardo is saying, from Jamfet say him eat touch pork. Me not trust him. But me not tell a lie, when the pork touch, it's sweet.
Oh my goodness.
If it touch too bad, but if it touch just wash it off with some lime and
You want
whatever
taste-
vinegar.
Only you want taste Miss all touch pork. People from about 10 miles can smell it, I tell you. By the time it's all take out the pork, your body around out.
And Empress said, guys, remember to don't leave with the likes. Yes, people leave me my
All
likes.
right.
Please don't leave with them. I enjoyed this live, no joke. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Stay safe and remember to put God first in everything you do. Bless up. Thank you,
All right,
Empress. Really
and
appreciate
peace.
that. And rest well. And blessings to you and family. And kiss the little one for me. Hope he's sleeping already. And Empress is saying, big up yourself, Chuck Life. Stay safe. Ricardo saying, bad bridge, Jackfred. Lego me name, please. And Charlie saying, wait, what Byron I go do with that? With that gut them, me never know. Big belly.
What big belly?
Me tell him to go on the treadmill because he needs
What big belly? Belly no big. What Charlie has said? Remember what Charlie has said?
Breathe. Stop hold your breath.
See them not breathing. We don't have no big belly. Charlie, what are you seeing? I don't know what Charlie is
Right,
seeing.
go over there, Sabas. Go and go walk.
On the treadmill.
Put your incline and walk up some hill. You have to make sure
I don't know
make
what
sure
Charlie
it's
is seeing.
steep, so you have a
Because
steep
I don't carry big
incline.
belly.
And Charlie said, bye everyone. Good night, Charlie. Really appreciate your continued support and humor. Thank you so much for joining and thanks for your contribution.
Yeah, man. Charlie always turn up a thing, but not a liar.
And Ricardo said, Empress becoming Portmore tomorrow.
The live cannot be live. Cannot be live and nice without Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
So big up yourself, Charlie.
You hear Ricardo saying want lunch tomorrow. Empress when they come at Portmore, so buy one pork lunch. Make sure so they put piece in there for the shoulder or for the back leg.
Nah, but no money, go get tricked. Go
Empress
release
said,
some beef.
see you next week, Charlie. Ricardo said, late live, nice.
All right.
And Empress said, due to how me now cook tomorrow.
I say you can't come because you not cook.
Yeah, tell you, Chuck Life said, better late than never.
All right.
Ricardo
Remember
said,
to tell you, Chuck
Empress,
Life.
we're such family there. So they're easy. And Charlie Payton says, see you, my lovely Empress. And teacher, Miss Brown is still here, showing virtual heart saying good vibes. And Empress is saying, I don't know, Ricky. Ricardo said, send mines to the 303 digi.
Oh, 303.
303 digi.
We'll write down the information.
And Empress said, bye, Charlie, rest well. And
303
Ricardo said,
digi.
what are we them missing? Oh my God, no, we're going to bed tonight. And Empress said, Ricky, I'll know me not save your number, you know. Me not getting that the one because last week you say we're going to definitely do it. And Empress said, me say, like the man fasting.
So Chuck Live number, you know, Chuck Live number for send it to?
Yes,
So,
yeah, Chuck Life.
And Jumpfit?
Jumpfit still yet to send me numbers that he wants and things said.
Oh, okay.
Still I wait for him. The other message him. And Jumpfit said, Empress, this time is good because me get to wake and fight the demons.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of some of your vacation coming up again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not course with you, Ricardo. Jumpfit said, lol, Ricardo, because Mr. Empress will buy one box food pork. I make up green face. Ricardo said, then I who the demons, you know. Then I who are the demons, you know. Empress said, laugh out loud, Mr. Ricky. And the well touch one him goodly eat. Oh my God.
All right, no,
Empress said, pure rotten poop. Empress is laughing. And Ricardo is saying, give me him like the one when maggots in her. Him say him like the one when maggots in her, so I don't trust him. And Ricardo, Joke Life is saying, Ricardo and Empress, so salutations going out there for everyone. Ricardo's a big belly Byron. Ricardo say, you see your bow pork. Guys, him run gone to bed and can't hold out anymore and get up from 4 o'clock this morning. And Ricardo said, me not eat beef either. And Empress is said, buying a brown stew chicken for Ricky with pork gravy and nice and lean in there. Make him think of chicken. Empress said, half of your life, God, Ricky, I tell you. And Ricardo said, you know, what me no bother want no lunch, Empress, come up your plan for me. Oh my goodness, Ricardo said, and that with you know, me I got delete my number. And Empress is saying, lol, well set lunch, you lick all your big toe of them, may I tell you? And Empress said, lol, if you delete me now bother your niece. Me now bother be your niece. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. And Empress is laughing. Ricardo is, yes, feel fear hip strip visit, may I tell you? And Jamphet is saying respect to Chuck Life. And Ricardo is saying be good, Byron. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being here once more on a Friday night, taking time out of your Fridays to be with us. Really appreciate it. We don't take it for granted. And I just want to say, have a wonderful and restful weekend for those who don't have to work. For those who have to work, hope it won't be too hectic. And stay blessed and safe, everyone. And everyone, be blessed and stay safe again. So until next week, good night. Bye, guys. Setting up the call.